A perfect date, a perfect romance, the perfect match on World Improv Network.
Yeah! Welcome, America and the rest of the world. I'm your love doctor. Yeah, Booker T. Love. And this is a dating show where no one knows where the heart will go until it makes the perfect match. Yeah. All right. Let's welcome to the show today 3 contestants vying to make the perfect match. Our first contestant, his name is Fritz Walter, and he hails from Stuttgart, Germany, and he is a fashion designer. Welcome to the show, Fritz. It's so great to be here. Thank you. Oh, my goodness, Potter. Oh, it's great. It's perfect. Thank you, Booker. Oh, yes. All right. Great to be here, too, with you. Our second contestant, he hails from Fresno, California, and he is a frozen food salesman, and his name is Freddie Jackson. Welcome to the show, Freddie.
All right, it's great to be here. Summer, right.
Right, summer's almost around the corner, Freddie. And our third contestant, last but not least, his name is Sean Connor, and he is a boogie board rider from Hawaii. Welcome to the show, Sean. Dude, it's like so stoked to be here back on the mainland, Shaw Booker, I hope I find some love, All right. But of course, to make that perfect match, we're going to have the lovely, lovely bachelorette, and welcome her down to the stage. Her name is Gwenny Smith. Welcome to the show, Gwenny.
Well, I've never been on a show before. I'm so excited to be here. I tell you, since my husband died last week, I've been so lonely.
I tell you what, Gwenny, you look fantastic for 84 years old.
Well, thank you very much. That's so nice to be here.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody can have some love, and that's why they make the perfect match. All right, Gwenny, just to let you know since you... Yeah, that's right. Just to let you know since you ain't never been on a show like this.
I've never been on a show.
You
like
obviously
this.
cannot see your 3 lovely contestants vying for your heart behind that screen right there. So you're going to have to just ask them some questions, and based on their answers alone, you're going to have to make the perfect match. So go ahead, fire away your first question.
All right, it's so nice to be here. I brought my knitting because I get a little nervous when I'm talking to people that I can't see or don't know. So I'll start.
You can do it!
Thank you very much. I'd like to start out with bachelor number 1. I have a little problem with my digestive system, so if we went out on a date, where would you take me to eat, knowing that I have a little trouble digesting cheese and bread and spaghetti and steak?
Without a question, I would take you to Taco Bell, because the Taco Bell has no bread, it has no steak, and it has absolutely no pasta whatsoever. And, of course, it's great for your digestive system. That's where Fritz would take you, is to Taco Bell. All right, Taco Bell sounds romantic, doesn't it, Gwenny?
Well, that sounds so good. I'd like to ask bachelor number 2. Could you please tell me what is your favorite animal and why?
Well, I tell you, Gwenny, my favorite animal is a little stuffed animal named Benny Joe. Benny Joe was my little stuffed bear when I was 4. Oh, you laughing me? If you met Benny Joe, you would like him, Gwenny.
Well, I don't know about grown men and stuffed animals. That sounds a little like you're still stuck in your childhood, but I thank you for the answer. Bachelor number 3, I have a question for you. Could you please tell me if you were to come over to my house and I wouldn't let you in the front door, but my grass was long and the lawnmower was sitting there and there were some hand clippers, what would you do?
Jogging there, Gwenny, what I would do is, I would jump on that lawnmower, like a boogie board, and I'd surf it all across your grass, until it's like perfectly meticulous, like the greens on the Masters, the golf course, where they play down there in the south, That's what I would do, Gwenny. All right, that sounds pretty romantic, Gwenny.
Well, thank you very much. It's so nice to hear all of you. You sound like very unique gentlemen and all quite different. I'd like to start with my next question and ask Bachelor number 1, could you please tell me if we were to become romantically inclined, how and where you would propose to me if you chose to ask me to be your lovely wife?
Oh, so was that the question where I would ask you? I would take you to Berlin, which is not so far from where I used to live, and I would take you to the Homoerotica Museum. It's a museum for the Homoerotica. And it was
baby!
That's right. It is the most important place on earth for the Homoerotica and the most romantic place I can think of. That's where I would take you, Fanny.
Well,
All right, that's a love-making man right there. He seems like a romantic, man.
I tell you, that's so serendipitous. I have 3 grandchildren and they're all homoerotic. All right. Bachelor number 3, same question to you. Where, if we were to become romantically inclined, would you propose to me if you chose to ask me to be your wife?
Like no question about it, I would take you to Bells Beach, Australia, because every 50 years, there's like this badass storm that comes ripping out of Antarctica, and we could ride a boogie board together like on a 75-foot wave, and I'd propose right there when we crash on the shore and eat a bunch of sand, All right, he's talking about some activities, Gwenny.
Oh, well, that sounds great. I've got a bad hip on the right side, but that might be something I'd be interested in. Bachelor number 2, same question to you.
Well, I'll tell you, Gwen, what I'd like to do is I would do it the old-fashioned way. I'd take you to a Ferris wheel in Santa Monica, California, and I'd get on that Ferris wheel with you, and when we got to the tippy top, when they were unloading people, I'd bring that ring out of my pocket, and I'd say, would you be mine? And you would say, yes, I would, because I like how you do that.
Wow, he's a traditional man, Gwenny. He seems like maybe something down your line. But keep asking a couple more questions. How about one more round?
All right, I've got one last question that I think would just maybe make me make my decision. Bachelor number 3, could you please tell me if you had to die in a catastrophic way, how would you do that?
Yeah, like no question about it. It'd be like a locust plague, because it'd be so raw to have a bunch of locusts stuck in my mouth and buzzing out my tonsils, Yeah. Wow, he's a nature guy, Gwenny. The locust is from the nature.
That's so heroic of you. Bachelor number 2, same question to you. How would you choose to die?
Well, I'll tell you, Gwenny, what I would do is I would take you to a lovely dinner, and I'd excuse myself because I had a errand to run, and I would just go out and walk in front of the restaurant, and I would impale myself with knives and forks and spoons from the very table we were just sitting at, and I would, in the end, after I was about ready to give my last breath, I would lean up over the railing, and I'd say, Gwenny, this one's for you, baby.
No freaking way.
Yeah, audience member. That's a true romantic right there. Almost like out of the greatest generation of World War II. All right, Bachelor number 1, you got to ask that question too.
Yeah, Bachelor number 1, would you please answer the same question?
I would have to say the first thing I would do is I would hang you from the Eiffel Tower. I would like to take like the swing from the Homoerotica Museum in Berlin, and we would hang, like from the tower of the Eiffel Tower, and then we would swing until the wind gets too strong, and we'd smack on the ground, and poof, we would fall into the Seine River and drown. Oh my God, this man,
baby!
He's a world traveler, Gwenny. Which one you liking so far? You're gonna have to make a decision now, honey.
I have to make my decision.
That's
right now?
right. You're gonna make your decision.
Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I'm just gonna keep knitting, and I'm gonna. Well, I think after listening to all the answers, I'm gonna have to go with Bachelor number 1.
Bring on, come on out, Fritz. Show your lovely self to the Granny Smith over here. Oh my goodness, she is so attractive. It's unbelievable.
my.
Oh my goodness.
You're so short.
Oh,
I
you-
thought you talked taller than that.
Oh, that's so great. I love it how your left hip does not work so well and your right hip's even worse.
You
Oh.
remind me of the Wizard of Oz and the Munchkins. You're such a little man.
Oh, yes, and you remind me of the beautiful little, the man from the Lord of the Rings, the little, what is his name? Oh, yes, the man who throws the ring in there,
Maybe
that's
I
who it
could
is.
just put a bag over your body and make your lips stick out so I can hear you talk.
Yeah! That's right, audience, and let me tell them where they're going. They're going to an all expenses paid date on the rhubarb picking festival in Bozeman, Montana. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love rhubarb pie. I'll pick some and make a pie.
And Gwenny, you getting a gold diamond encrusted walker to help you pick them rhubarbs
Oh
up
no,
there.
I've
in
always
Montana.
wanted one of those.
That's
I hope it comes
right.
with tennis balls.
Absolutely. And thank you all, America and the rest of the world, for tuning into The Perfect Match. I'm your love doctor, Booker T. Love. And remember, if your heart's about to fall in love, don't worry, trip harder. Good night.
Give the Wincast your questions on Facebook, Twitter, or the Mile High Sports Radio studio line during the break of what issues the Win counselors can help you with during good, bad, ugly. Next on Mile High Sports Radio.